Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. However you happen to be watching and or listening to this, I want to welcome you to the latest episode of the Gaming Circle podcast. Now, you notice the podcast is a little different than it normally is because I am not joined right now by the Everborn Saga. As I have said in the chat, the Everborn Saga will be 15 minutes late, but I was sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I'm prepping this show and we're going to be 15 minutes late. But then I thought, you know what? F it. We're going to do this thing live. I'm super excited about this game that I've been playing. So excited that while I was waiting for everyone to join us, I was playing this game. And I thought, you know, why not just go online? Let's go live right now. Talk to the people, hang out with the fam, and wait for Mr. Everborn Saga to join us. Now, I see a lot of great people in the chat. Salute to all the great folks who have joined, who always do at this time. I will seek out one specific individual because Sick, this is all you're doing. Shout out to the great Sick Slayer, great member of our community. I see you in the chat. Shout out to you, good sir. Why I say this? Because he brought, well, we've all been doing this for some time now. We put in our Discord I did a fan-made stuff channel, which then started really like booming because people started putting stuff into it. I've talked on this channel already about how much we love the final fight and a bunch of other games that are really awesome. I see you in there, Six Slayer. Yes, really awesome. And then I had joined their Discord some time back, and they said they were going to release this thing, and it was in the back of my radar, just a little back of my mind. And Six Slayer in the community was like, "Hey man, this thing released today." I was like, "Oh really? Let me go check it out." What am I talking about? I am talking about a game, well, a mod, I guess, by the name of Sonic Megamix Mania. That's what I've been playing. And I was going to show everyone this because I don't think he knows what's going on here. I don't think he's played this game. But you know, it's so fun, and of course, you know, we're on the home PC and whatnot. So while putting the show together and thinking, you know what, I'll show this when he gets on, I was like, you know what, while we're waiting, let me share this with you guys for those who may not have noticed that this is out, and maybe you guys will jump on here and enjoy this as well. Now, what is this? This is a mod for Sonic Mania. Okay, so you must own a copy of Sonic Mania wherever you own it. And you must also have the DLC for Sonic Mania. These days, if you were to go buy one, you can look around. Both the game and the DLC together will set you back about what, $7 max. That's together. And you know Sonic Mania, you've played it before on Steam, wherever. I think they've even given it away, right? But these guys made the folks behind this made a mod way back when, or a fan-made game called Sonic Megamix. This was way back in the day, classic game. I think it came out in 2001 or something like that early time. And they've been reiterating on it for some time. And now what we have here is what they've created is called the Sonic Megamix Mania, which what it does is it adds the Sonic Megamix fan game that they created into Sonic Mania, right? So let me show you what we're talking about here. And then I'll even stream a bit of it because yes, I can do that because it's basically a fan-made game and it's free to play. So if you already own the copy of Sonic Mania, that you should be able to do so. We'll see. So basically this is what it looks like. Sonic Mania, fan-made game. As you can see, let me see if I can zoom in a bit. Y'all see a bit more of the stuff here, right? It's just standard fare Sonic stuff, right? But the reason why this excites me so much is that it's like, they have really taken on the mantle of creating a proper Sonic game, so much so that they've created characters, they have different move sets. They're really taking we're taking this IP forward thing seriously, right? And these are all the characters you can choose, right? I'll show you the ins and outs of it. They've modified or upgraded or changed many different stages, right? So it's just very complete work. So if you are a fan of, say, the original Sonic Mania, this is right up your alley. Now, not only do they give you the Sonic Megamix Mania mode, which is the new one, they also have Classic mode, which is the original ROM hack, the original Sonic Megamix that they built. And that's now considered Classic mode. So if you go into the new game, once you've installed the mod, it'll give you the OG version in Classic mode. and then it'll give you Megamix mode, which is the new version, right? So there's a lot of content, really, really cool. So since I installed it yesterday, I have been playing it on Mania handheld. I've been playing it on this device as well. So I figure while we wait, because Everborn told me he'd be 15 minutes late. While we wait, I thought I'd share it with you guys and maybe possibly, play a little bit of it for you. While we're waiting, though, I will once again thank y'all so much for joining us. We do this every week as we do, and please consider hitting that like button if you like the stuff we do here. Let me share my screen if this thing works. Now, forgive me because I'm not only sharing my screen, that I'm showing you guys while I'm playing, while I'm broadcasting. I'm also going to be playing the game as well. So, this should be interesting. In other words, forgive me if it goes completely haywire. Here we go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me see here if I can. Of course. Yeah, here you go. There we go. All right. So, this is the game we're talking about. And I of course, can't put it away. I can't click another screen when I do this, but we'll do the best we can. Here we go. Let's do it like this. All right, cool. So this is Sonic Megamix. And this is after the mod has been installed. So let's see. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can maybe I can even get some audio going, because I should be able to even do that before Everborn Saga joins us. Let's see here. Give me one moment. Told you, we're doing this live, ladies and gentlemen. I figured, you know what? Why not? The man is not available. The man is not available with us just yet. So I've been playing this thing in the background. Why the heck not just play it in front of y'all? Let y'all play it as well. By the way, what y'all doing today? Share what y'all are playing. I actually been waiting to talk with Everborn Saga about this. I've been in a little bit of a gaming rut, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit. Not sure. Just a tiny bit of a gaming rut. So this is these kind of games have been pulling me out of it a little bit. There are new games out, of course, but I haven't been really interested so much in the new games. I love the gaming talk and the gaming atmosphere and all that, but maybe it's because of work or whatever, but it hasn't been grabbing me as it normally has. So, these older games seem to be pulling me from the brink. So what y'all are playing? What y'all watching? Let me know. Maybe it'll help me as well. But let me see here. Let me pull this. All right. Let me get the audio off. All right, no audio in the background. And I will put this to the front of the screen and I'll do it like this. Now, y'all may not hear the audio just yet, but hopefully it will start in a moment. Let's see here. 1 and 2. Can y'all hear the audio? Please let me know if y'all can hear the audio. If y'all can't, let me know. I'm trying to see if I can get this audio to work. There we go. Let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear the audio. No audio? Oh, okay, no audio yet. Hopefully we can fix that. Let's see here. Hearing nothing. Okay, hearing nothing. All right. Well, I kind of don't want to put the audio up because maybe it might be a thing. Ooh, hold on. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So yes, I'm doing this live, ladies and gentlemen, and it didn't function right. Let's try this again. There we go. And hopefully we'll get this running. And you got to forgive me because I'm running this live while I'm also running Steam. So hey, now doing the best I can. All right, hold up. There we go. So I'm gonna share my screen one more time, and we're gonna get this thing started. Here we go. 1 second. Let me stop that. Share the screen. And there's like a lot of audio in my ear as well, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see if we get this done. Bam. And bam. All right. Hopefully y'all can hear this. If you can't, let me know, and I'll turn the regular audio back on. All right. So let's see here. The audio should be playing. If it's not, let me know, ladies and gentlemen. I see y'all in the chat. I'm watching. So let me know. Oh, no audio still. Okay. No worries. Let me just like put the background audio on, and that will probably suffice. But unfortunately, I won't be able to share the audio with you. But at least what I will be able to do is show the video to y'all, so y'all can like go seek it out and check it out yourself. So, and of course, before we even jump in, We are joined by Mr. Everborn Saga. Good morning, Mr. Everborn Saga. How are you doing this morning, sir? If you can hear me, microphone check 1 2. You are on mute, sir. All right, but anyway, while he gets acclimated, let me show y'all. So, as you know, if you've ever played Sonic Mania before, you know that it itself was a fan-made game that somebody else put together and was a real labor of love, and they added all these really cool, interesting features and whatnot, right? So what they've done here with Sonic Megamix Mania is added even more stuff. So you can play, they've even, obviously, as you can see, they've added a tutorial. So if you want, you can go in here and I'll show you the tutorial of only the new stuff. So, as you can see, and Everborn Saga, if you're joining us, please.
So the day that I'm late, that's when you decide to keep this whole song.
Bro, you missed it. You didn't see the thumbnail, sir. The thumbnail was
I did see the thumbnail. I was very curious as to why, based on the title, that was the thumbnail.
Yeah, now you get it.
I didn't ask you that when I got here, and now you're playing.
Well, here we go. Yes. So what this is, for those who missed, and this is me taking Everborn Saga's Sonic card because I knew about this and I don't think you did. So this is Sonic Megamix Mania. I'm just showing you the tutorial level. I really want people to seek it out and go download it themselves. If you own Sonic Mania, you can download this and play this yourself for free, all of it. Now, this is just a tutorial showing you specifically the new stuff, right? So you can dash in the air. That's one of the new features they've added. They've made a tutorial specifically to show you all the new stuff, right? Another one, when you're in the air, you can do homing beacon, and just like the 3D Sonics, you can do this now. Right, so that's another new feature they've added. Also, light ring, which they've added. So when you get close to the ring, you can do that. And they've also added a bunch of rings in here that you yourself can capture for a different kind of thing. So they have a new Chaos Emeralds kind of idea for themselves as well. But the reason why I'm so excited about this game is because it is just so well put together. Everborn Saga, tell me you heard anything about this, because we've been talking about this in the Discord for a little bit.
I have not heard a word about this. My God. Now, is this fan made or is this from the people who made Sonic Mania?
This is fan made. Now, so it's fan made. It's fan made, but seriously fan made. Like they're using the same engine as the people who made Sonic Mania. There's even the tools that you use to install it is exactly the same way you would install that they did Sonic Mania initially. There's a mod loader that you have to install. It's really easy, like 2 folders into the root of where this game is installed and you're playing. It's very good, like very, very well done. And actually, let me exit this because I want to show you the other level, the other characters. They really, really did a great job here. So if you have the opportunity to, ladies and gentlemen, seek this game out. It is excellent. So here's the Megamix mode, the classic mode. They have lots of modes, lots of cool attack. Very, very cool.
I know what I'm doing for the rest of the weekend.
There we go. This is what I was trying to say. See, so when you said, hey, give me a few minutes, we're going to be a little late. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I might as well just play this game live then. Why the hell not? So there you go. Do you know Strong? Did they create this character? I don't know if you know this character.
No, I don't think they did create this character. He looked. I can't remember what I've seen him in.
Okay, because admittedly, I am not the most diehard Sonic lore person. That would be Yuzu. Shout out to Yuzu. But as I understand it, it's a different character and it has different movesets. As you can see, he can climb and stay on walls and jump higher and stuff like that. Real cool stuff, and they added Amy as well.
Look at this hater.
Oh yeah. See, I'm throwing my brother a bone this morning. Pause. Hey now. We're playing Sonic this morning. This is what we're doing. But anyway, so we're starting this thing early. Mr. Everborn Saga, welcome, sir. I was gonna ask you what games you were playing. I will jump to chase right now and just say this is what I've been playing. This is an excellent game. Before I actually even move on, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll tell you when you finish.
Okay, no worries. Yeah. Before I actually move on, what I was going to do is let me do this real quick because I think this helps show what the heck this is all about. let me see. Let me share this real quick because I feel that this might explain a bit better as to why this thing is as well put together as it is. Because man, oh man, it is well put together. Did you see this, Everborn Saga? This is their website. This is it shows you not only what it is, but where they're from and how to download the mod loader and blah 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 blah. Like, you know, all the parts of the puzzle. I suggest you go and you find that. Everborn Saga. I would also take off Mr. Lily's slanderous take right now, because today I'm in the mood of Sonic. So
this game will be running on the Xbox Ally before the end of the show. That's all I'm telling you.
Hey, look at this. You see, and you too can play this on your Xbox Ally, because I'm telling you, it's a very, very, very fun game. More people should be talking about this. It came out yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. It came out yesterday. Here's another the full website showing you what it is and why it is and blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Where is the, hold on, is it this one? Yeah, this is inside the installer file, by the way. They went the extra mile and created an installation booklet, like a booklet, like as if you just bought it from the store. So they have, like, the whole thing is laid out in installation booklet format, right? So it'll show you how to install
They're doing
it.
More than game developers do today.
Bro, it's awesome. I was very, very heartened by seeing all this. Very cool. Shows you what it is, who they are, what they are, everything. This is like your old school fare, PDF included, the whole thing. So if you have a chance to, go seek out Sonic Megamix Mania. That's it. Everborn Saga, sir, how you doing this morning? What you playing? Oh, and you are muted. If you're speaking, you are muted, sir. Or am I?
I've been playing with the mute button. That's what I've been playing. No, I still have been on a movie kick for the last couple of weeks.
Very nice. Very nice.
But I will say, based on your recommendation from last week, I already owned Mio, Memories in Orbit.
Yep.
But I never got around to it. But based on the way you talked about it last week, oh boy, pretty smooth, pretty
being hyperbolic, good. Sir? Was that being hyperbolic?
No, it's good. See, here's the thing: a lot of Metroidvanias these days, they either go in the combat style, they either go the Hollow Knight route or the Ori route, because Hollow Knight's a very specific kind of combat where it kind of pauses for the hits. I don't know if you've ever like
absolutely
that, but this is more of the like it's 2D but it is 3D, if that makes any sense, like 2. Because not 2.5D, that's whatever. But anyway, so really smooth. I'm a little bit lost. I'm trying to understand what's going on, but production value and everything really, really good, right? So that's the first thing. The next thing is Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Oh, that's a new from you. Okay, what brought you to that?
Well, no, because it really is like, I don't know if you can bring it up, but they've done like a Nintendo level of remake. Like this is like, you remember when they brought back what's the Link's Awakening, I think it was.
In almost like a claymation style.
Yes. That's what they've done here. It's still turn-based and everything, and it's still the bones of the old game. Like you walk into a room and it's all when you're inside, or you're in an interior, there's black all around you, like it was in the pixel art days. Right? When you come out, you can spin the camera around at any time. It's almost like you're playing on a tabletop board or something like that.
Oh yeah.
The way it's done. So like really, really well imagined. The turn base is like the old school turn-based combat. It's very campy, but I think it's done that on purpose.
Let's see what some of the gameplay looks like here.
Yeah, it does take a while to get going.
I love the graphics though. It's quite clean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is Nintendo stuff.
Very well executed. Yeah, it's quite clean. It's beautiful. Yeah.
So yeah, I played this for I don't know, maybe an hour or two last night. But if you just see the way you run around, this is
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right?
I'm
reminding myself of Final Fantasy, old school Final Fantasy.
Yes, exactly. So normally this wouldn't be my type of game, but because it's like really just the old school, they kept the play style of the old school thing. They just threw this clean coat of paint on it. And it's I don't know, I'm getting all the nostalgia vibes from it.
They got the member berries on you. I
get
you. Okay. Very nice. Okay. What else you playing?
No, just those two. Wait, so there was one that Major recommended. I picked it up. It's a Metroidvania. It has I cannot remember the name of it. Let me open up the Steam app.
Major was in here. He was in here a minute ago. Huh? I think he might be there.
It didn't click with me right away. It was a very weird styled Metroidvania. Let me see if I can find it. All right, I got to get back to you on that.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. But yes,
these are the games we will pick up the Ally in a little bit and just look at my play history because I don't know how to get to it in the app.
All right. But yeah, man, we gotta get. I gotta get back to Mio because it's and Everborn. I don't know if
did you get it on Steam or PlayStation?
Mio.
Yeah. Mio 3.
No, not Neo. MIO. Memories in Orbit.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Memories in Orbit. Yeah.
Okay.
I really want to finish it. It is worthy. I've gotten further than I thought I would initially because I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this until something better comes along, and then I really started like enjoying it. I'm like 2-3 bosses in, so I really want to finish it. I may pick it up and finish it this weekend. Other than that, what else? Mr. MJ Dark here. With again the great recommend. I literally he recommended we buy this game. I picked it up. I put like 15 minutes into it, and okay, this is gonna be amazing. And then I put it down because I got to finish other games. We're talking the perfect pencil. Everyone, I think you bought that as well. Have you started playing that, or are you still?
I did the same thing. I played it for 15 minutes, and then I played Memories in Orbit, and then I was like, I think I'm gonna do Memories in Orbit first.
Yep. So. Before you got here, I was telling the assembled chat, I'm kind of like getting burnt out on AAA. I don't know what's going on.
I've been saying this. I almost cursed. I've been saying this for months now.
Yeah,
like the AAA graphics, blah blah blah. It just doesn't. And I'm not saying it's not supposed to do anything for anybody else. I'm saying for me, they're just boring to me at this point, right?
That's the problem, right? I've always enjoyed the graphics, but they've also brought a layer of ingenuity to it, right? Oh, the graphics are awesome, and it does this. The graphics are awesome, and it does that. But as of late, all I'm hearing is, all I've been getting is the graphics are awesome, and nothing. And I'm just like, come on.
I mean, except for Expedition 33, which is not. That's not really a AAA game, but it punched way above its weight.
That's probably the last time that I was inspired by a high production
value. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Right. It's these small things like the Memories in Orbit, like the perfect pencils, even like this remake thing that I'm telling you about. This is very high fidelity, but it's still an old school play style. This is the thing that these are the games that have been driving me to pick up the controller, and with my schedule, with my just overall middle-aged tiredness, right? You gotta do a lot to get me to pick up the controller these days. But it's like the things that make me want to keep coming back and that are keeping me gaming are these smaller projects.
Yeah. I am like it's not to say that I'm not like I don't want to try them. I do.
Let's be clear though, I'm very excited for Resident Evil, and I know that I'm going to see that through Requiem. But like the problem is there's so much coming out that like you really have to be like a cut above the rest. Oh, another game that I picked up, played for an hour, decided it wasn't for me, was and everybody told me this, so like this is definitely my fault, but Code Vein 2 is not a, that's not an Everborn game.
You mean the game that you and Major did the code trade on?
Major, you dodged a bullet on that one, I got to tell you. It is not for me.
Not for you. Understood. I will say I installed Like a Dragon Pirates Yakuza in Hawaii because it came on Game Pass this week, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I'm just like, I imagine it'll be great. I'm looking forward to it, but my finger just can't hit that button to start playing it yet. I've installed it though. This is
what I'm telling you. It's the like you got to be driven these days. Like something has to make you want to pick the controller up.
Yeah, and it's weird. Just, I don't know what it is.
If you're not doing anything that I haven't seen before, other than pretty graphics, you're not gonna drive me to pick up the controller.
Yeah.
You got to be doing something new. And that's, again, that is just a me problem.
See, and for me, it's not even necessarily something new. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm in a
or something interesting, right?
Yes. That's what it is. Something interesting. I'm in a rut. I'm in a bit of a rut. And I might need to bring myself to the fam. I might bring myself to the congregation, and y'all need to help me out, because the only thing saving me gaming wise these days is the indie fair and the interesting little like cool gem that I discover, or someone clues me in on.
Tell the truth, man. It's fan games that are driving you to pick the controller.
Kinda, yeah. Like, what the heck?
The way you like were gushing over that beat 'em up thing that had all the different Street Fighters.
The Final Fight. Yeah, that was the last time I played something fun. Yes. See, like I'm like, I should be talking
the thing is
about something else, like some AAA thing that I bought.
I don't want to feel like I want to be excited about things, right? And sometimes I find myself playing this AAA stuff because I feel like I should be playing this.
Yes,
right?
yes.
You don't. I don't want that feeling. I want something that's gonna, put the smile on your face. Like say, oh, that's clever. This is fun. This is a new thing, right? And so I just think, I don't know, everybody's taste ebbs and flows, and maybe we've just been inundated with so much on the AAA side that it feels the same. Like I'll tell you right now, I own KCD2. I'm actually just intimidated to pick it up.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm sure it's great.
What you should say is you don't want to play it because GNB Pods really wants you to. That's why you don't.
No, I recognize its greatness, but it is like me watching One Piece. It's like there's 1,000 episodes. I can't do it.
Like
I know
Doctor
I need
Who.
to.
It's
just So I'm trying to find something that is gonna get the teeth, and I'm trying to branch out, honestly, from just for the time being, from the Metroidvanias, because I've been doing that way too much, as you all know. So I'm just trying to find some other things, and I'm not saying like I'm specifically saying Metroidvanias, because if you have like a beat 'em up, I'll give you a shot. If you have a level based 2D platformer, absolutely give it a shot. But right now I'm just, because I've been bathing in the waters of Metroidvanias for the last God knows how long. I'm trying to find a little bit of variety.
So while we're talking about how we are like burnt out on this, the gas has not been let up. It's still burning, at least on Game Pass. And that's why I keep installing things and not playing them. I'm just like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is amazing as well. This is me, right? So like I said, I installed Yakuza in Hawaii. It looked so awesome when I saw the trailer way back when. Haven't played it yet. And lucky for me, this is one of those that I just when it hit, I was busy doing other things, so I did not jump on this. So this is a benefit now that it's in Game Pass. Awesome, great, right? Indica, is it like right? Indica, right? That's how you pronounce
that.
That
is a fantastic game. I bought it when it first came out. I need to finish it.
You said this, and now it's also in Game Pass. This is why it's on my radar, because you kept talking about this, and now here it is, right? And then of course they add a bit of other stuff for the kiddos. And another thing, freaking Warhammer. Already played it, but if you haven't played it yet, that is such an amazing game. Oh my god, that's an amazing game. And shout out to the great Black Viking, if he's in here or when he watches this. He put me onto this. Drop Douchey. Awesome Tetris-like puzzler, really awesome game. I bought it on Steam, and now here it is on Game Pass as well. So it's like, and that's of course not to mention Memories in Orbit, not to mention Village, even Star Wars Outlaws, which started off a little bit hodgepodge, but now it's been cleaned up relatively well. It's really, really clean now. It plays very well. So many games on offer. I don't know, man. I bring myself to the congregation. Guys, is there something wrong with me? Anyway. So yeah, I've been playing a bunch of fan games, trying to get my love back. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all right, Mr. Everborn Saga. If we're not playing games, how about? Well, first off, the aforementioned GNB pods.
I'll get to it, sir.
He says play KCD2. It is what it is. Because we have so many gray beards in the building. What do y'all do? That's a question I ask y'all. What do y'all do? What do y'all do when you're burnt out on gaming for a little bit? I'm getting a little burnt out. Shout out to the great Fuzzy Belvedere. He says, do either of you participate in series? Anticipate the series consoles will be able to run Steam/Epic Games after the Magnus Hybrid is released, sir?
No chance.
I appreciate that you bring this up, because there is a topic of discussion that makes this very, very pertinent. You say no chance. Epic is like, oh, we here, we trying to make it happen. And not only are they trying to make it happen, it seems that they're getting buy-in from Microsoft. Have you heard this story, sir? I'll put this on the screen.
I have heard it, but for the people that haven't, give us the breakdown.
So, salute to Fuzzy for bringing us into this. Epic is planning to bring its game store, including its launcher, to the next-gen Xbox. Now, when they say the next-gen Xbox, that opens the door to lots of other conversations. We'll table that for now, right? But by and large, based on AMD, and we'll get to that next story as well, based on what AMD's saying, based on a bunch of different things, right? The concept of a next-gen Xbox console is coming out, and it looks like Epic is all but assured to be putting their games or / game store on that platform. What do you think, Everborn Saga?
I don't know what that means, because as far as we all know, the next Xbox is a PC, and their game store is already there. Now, unless they're talking about specific APIs to work with the Xbox launcher, meaning and again, that would be interesting, right? So and we've talked about this with the Steam library. Are they going to say, hey, we'll work with Microsoft so that when you buy something from the Epic store, you will see it and you'll be able to download it from the Xbox app, right? Because they've got your entitlements synced, and they can obviously also sync the artwork and things like that, right? Like the metadata. If that's what they're talking about, this is interesting. If not, then it's just Windows and you're already on Windows.
Yeah.
So then it's much to do about now.
No, but listen, this is the funny thing though, right? And this is why I'm like, it just bringing this topic up leads to other conversations that we either will have or we will table, depending on how you feel. But like, this is what he says. As for the next home console for Microsoft, which Xbox leadership says is open to, he says, we definitely have plans to be on the next Xbox hardware for Xbox, because unless their policy changes it, they are telling us they're going to welcome that. He is talking about the thing that sits in your living room under the table, under the TV, that is obscured to look like a console in whatever fashion it actually is. My question is, how does that look like from a first party citizen perspective, right? Like I would imagine in my head that's exactly how it looks like today on the Xbox.
I think it's just because the next Xbox is a PC, and they're talking about no. What I'm saying is they're just going to work out a deal so that it's pre-installed, right? When you get your Xbox Ally, right? Hang on. Go ahead, when you buy your Xbox Ally, Steam's already installed and it launches into big picture mode.
Yes.
I think that's what they're talking about.
See, but
I don't think it's anything.
No, see this. I think I made it. We will clip this. AI, clip that. We will come back to it, because I'm telling you, I have a feeling that this console part, as far as the set-top box part, right, TV part, is more than what we have in the Ally, right? Like the way that it's working, because right now, to your point, when you press the button in the Steam store, it goes straight to Steam and you're in the Steam UI. I don't think that's how it's working on the Xbox when it's in the set-top box, right? Because that still breeds a curated kind of, easy to maneuver ecosystem. Whereas on the Ally X, which I'm not saying it's not easy to maneuver, but it's more like, hey, you're in my store, you're in their store, and that's fine. Right? Are we saying that next gen Xbox console will do away with that curated? We have made sure every piece of it works because it's a console, in favor of the, hey, it's Gen Pop, go install your own store? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying I think you're overthinking it. And I think that what we have in the Xbox Ally now, plus the new UI that's in cloud, is going to be what we get under the TV.
Okay.
With backwards compatibility console library. That's it. That's what I think it is.
Okay.
By the way, Hollywood Rules says we should read comics if we're having video fatigue.
Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you.
I mean, if you want to, you can read my comics too if we're reading comics.
Yes, that's right.
Everbornsaga.com. Check it out.
Indeed. That's right. Yes. Let's see. Ooh, here's a pertinent question from the great MJ Dark. The question is, will Everborn Saga use the Epic Game Store on Xbox? Of course, we already know the answer, but I'll ask him anyway. Go ahead, man.
Do I'll use it if I don't have to use it, if that makes sense.
Okay. It does make sense in a very weird way. But let's get back to Fuzzy's question, because his was not just about Epic. His was also about Steam. So,
well, his question really was about on the series consoles. When they do this, will they backport it to the series console? And that's what I was saying. Absolutely not to.
So, are you saying that next gen they will keep the current gen closed ecosystem paradigm still the way it is until the consoles die, and then have two different devices out and support two different kinds of devices?
Yes, current gen consoles will be what are considered backwards compatibility, and games will still be developed for it in a cross-gen basis. But everything else, all the new stuff. So, like, for example, a game can come out and it'll say available for Xbox Series and Xbox One. Yeah. And then some will just say Xbox Series only, right? So this will be PC and Series as your Gen 9 versus Gen 10. And Gen 10's the last gen because we don't have generations anymore, but you know what I'm saying. There's no upgrading generations from this.
Interesting. Okay. So let's see. Interesting question. Thoughts on potential reveal of new Xbox controller and Elite 3 this year?
So here's a problem. I think the Elite has kind of gotten a bad name, right? Based on build quality, right? And if you make an Elite 3, like I'm just wondering if they have to call it something different, right? And
I don't think the Elite's name is mud necessarily. It's true that it's gotten a bad rap. Well, not a bad rap. It's gotten a well-deserved rap as having bad quality control. That's true. That is true. I have like a few of them myself that are busted up, right, over time.
Like we're at the point where if they release an Elite 3, I gotta wait for the reviews. That wasn't the case with the first two.
I get that, but still, before, like, it's still on your radar though. You're still looking at those reviews because it still has a name that potentially would get you to buy. You're just worried because of its existing, potential issues with the QA, right? If they fix that QA, people will still buy, right? It's not that it's not that it's gone to the point where they need to get rid of that name. I don't know. I still think that the Elite would be all right if they, as long as they were to create a new one that would actually, do the job and fix those issues. Remember the three strike rule still applies in the mental zeitgeist. I think if the third one was as bad as the second and the first, yeah, then they'd need to kiss of death.
I think maybe the third time's the charm, but I think I think you could just have a fresh slate and just call it the Xbox Pro controller.
Oh, that's terrible. Now you're stealing. Easy. Now you're stealing Nintendo's naming convention. The Pro controller.
Everybody steals everything in gaming.
Come on now. No. Stick with the Elite branding. That's just me. I stick with the Elite branding.
Oh, I got a question. For you.
What you got?
On the next gen Xbox controller, we talked about this in the Discord. Because they are moving to PC and because PC is just inherently weird and you can't account for everything. I don't care how hard you try. Should they add some sort of a mini trackpad to the controller?
No notes. No. I say no. And you know why I say no? Because they have been in the PC waters for a long time. A long time. And they have accounted for them in their way that they have accounted for them. The only way that this works is if you separate church and state, because now, today in 2026, a separation of church and state exists. It does. If you now start like creating a controller that has that mixes the message, it would, like, Steam can do that because Steam is on some other stuff. Steam has, like, Steam's main game that they let people play are MOBAs that require a keyboard mouse, right? So even if they're going to bring you hardware, they have to account for a genre that they are a very big part of. I think Microsoft has done up until now. Absolutely, he does. Yes, up until now, Microsoft has done a very good job of making even keyboard mouse first games play well on controller. Look at Halo Wars and a few of the other games. They really know how to do it. And that's not just Microsoft. Other game studios have done so as well. I've given Larian a lot of credit in the Discord because if you plug in a keyboard mouse to Baldur's Gate 3, it's a different UI UX and it works great. If you plug in a controller, it's a different UI from that and it also works great on its own for its own purpose. I think that's where we are today. Early on when they were making their inroads, had they done that then? Maybe. But where we are today, I think like controller first interfaces are can so well be executed that there's no need.
But it's not about the end of controller. I know they can do that. I didn't know they could do it before, but they've proved it with the new. I think it's a bit of a regression. I'm a stand for the new cloud UI. They can do controller first on PC.
Yeah.
That's not my issue. My issue is the random idiosyncrasies of Windows with things stealing focus. Sometimes the controller doesn't recognize that thing. And then I got to take up my mini keyboard that I keep by the bedside just for. And again, this happens like less than 1% of the time. right?
See, but that's the thing.
99.9% of the time, it's
Yes.
totally fine. But if this is what people are buying and they're putting it in their living rooms, you can't say you got to have this extra keyboard thing in case it doesn't work.
Yobi's here with the same exact thing. Majority of 2.4 gigahertz wireless with trackpads work on Xbox. Problem solved, right? You can go get yourself a controller with a keyboard if you so choose.
That's right.
But you see, you are. Look, I think your issue.
Okay,
here
what if you don't have one? Right?
No,
hold on. You buy the Xbox.
Wait, you gotta let me.
Go ahead.
Let me know. I honestly think you are applying last gen's metrics to this gen. Like, we no longer live in a world where they offer you everything you need in a box, and here you go, enjoy. They don't offer you that anymore. Yes, that is available, right? But there are so many ways to get into this thing. You now live in a BYO device world. There's a lot of that. So much so that even though everybody's calling the Valve's GameCube a console, they're not going to sell it to you inherently with a controller. You're going to have to buy that extra if you so choose. That's just the world we live in these days. In that world, you can't expect that Microsoft comes at you with, oh, well, you could potentially use a keyboard mouse. You could potentially use a controller. You could potentially use all these accessories. So we're going to offer you this whole cromulent package. Nah, they already know you are a hybrid user that brings your phone into the mix, cloud into the mix, all of that. So you may have a keyboard mouse that you can plug in. You may already have controllers that you can plug in. This is where we live today.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? This is a very specific thing that I
agree with Aaron here. That's why Nintendo is king, because they are in a new paradigm where they do still, where they do still offer you that exact package. But all the others are not there anymore.
No. Okay, just hear what I'm saying, right? Like, you guys are playing on handhelds or you're playing at your desk, right? I have a rig that is primarily connected to a TV. It does nothing else. I'm not at a desk. I can't just touch the screen like if something random on Windows pops up like I can do on a handheld, right? It's not a console that's in the living room that's all controller. This is a PC. And what I am saying is things come up. And I don't think it's going to be a good experience. And again, maybe they can solve that. Maybe that's the answer. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a good experience for people if a thing comes up randomly and they may not have that keyboard.
You're right. You're right. Yes, you're right. No, you're right that in the current paradigm, in the current ecosystem, the current operating system they're using to back them, it's built in a way that has different, what do they call them? Focus priorities. So like, hey, this app shows up, now it's the focus. Hey, that app shows up, now that's the focus.
And that works most of the time.
That's fundamentally how the operating system was built. And in a world where you don't have a keyboard mouse to go click on this one and click on that one individually, that focus priority world doesn't work well, right? And even when you scrunch it into the world that they're working now, still that focus priority could give you a little bit of smoke. It could give you a little bit of hate, right? Just a little bit of weirdness. But I think that gets resolved in the next version of Windows, because now they have Windows like this is not a minor modification. This is a fundamental change of the ecosystem. Like, it's almost Linuxifying it, like single user mode. Remember, if y'all recall, Windows 8 and Windows 7, not 7. What was it? Not Vista. You know, the one that had the tablet first UI. That single user mode is what needs to come back for gaming specifically. They've kind of done that a little bit with full screen experience, but they need to do that with all the apps. They're still doing the priority focus because they're Windows 11, right? I don't think that a hardware solution is warranted here. I think that when they solve that focus priority issue and they only ever have the one thing in focus that you can control, when that is the paradigm, this is a non-issue. It's because they're forcing Windows 11 into it. That's the reason why it continues to be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, the other solution to where you don't you wouldn't need the trackpad is there's some software that I was using before FSE came out, and FSE actually it doesn't play nice with FSE. It's basically mouse emulation. So it basically creates a virtual mouse that is seen by the device manager as a mouse, but the software now will, if you hold the start and select button on your Xbox controller, it will switch it to act as a mouse and use that virtual mouse that the device manager sees. And so now you can use your joystick to get wherever you want and click on things that may come up like that. That stopped working with FSE. And again, FSE is a better thing because, again, 99.9% of the time, it is exactly what you said. It understands focus. The controller can handle these UAC prompts. It's just that 0.1% of the time that
by the way, though,
gonna hurt people, especially if they don't happen to have a keyboard handy.
I put this out there before. I'll put it out there again. That solution that Everborn Saga found was a complicated solution for a simple solve that's already out there. It's called One Game Launcher, ladies and gentlemen. It's out there and it's in your app store.
That was not always in One Game Launcher, sir. One Game Launcher saw it and added that.
True. One Game Launcher added it later, but this is what we're talking about. So if you too want to be able to click the right and the left and click them both at the same time and then have a mouse just show up for that 1% of the time when you need it, One Game Launcher offers that now. Right, so you can do that.
But why are you leaving out the fact that they're charging you for that feature?
I didn't know. Are they charging specifically for that feature?
You have to, it's in the premium version of it, right?
That I'm not sure of. Okay, so forgive me.
Listen. Maybe they introduced it in the premium version and now it's available for everybody.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I've had access to this software. Like I bought it way long ago, like way back before FSC was even a thing. So when they add features, I just get it. I don't know if it's on the premium side or the non-premium side. Forgive me, but I will just admit, I will let you know if you want to have that feature, this thing does offer that. So it is a thing to think about. And to your point, it does become useful in that rare pinch that you need it. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. All right, let's catch up on a couple super chats and move on to the next one. The Great Hollywood Rules. He says, "Good morning, fellow graybeards. Everborn. We live in Antarctica." Yes, y'all do.
It's wild out here right now.
It's back to 60 here, so I can't speak anymore. It's back to 60. So
you couldn't speak last week either. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was in the 20s last week. Yeah. I was in the 20s. Now
I pray for days of 20 degrees. That's how bad it is here.
Wishing you two of my favorites have a good show. Are you keeping me company on the way back to work? We always love keeping people company on the way to work. And this is why we keep it PG-13, you know, just in case somebody hears you're listening, they don't hear you dropping any kind of crazy bombs and what. So we're trying to help you out. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here.
10 degrees right now, and that's just it feels like it's below zero.
That is painful. Hollywood Rules continues with a $5 super chat. He says, "Definitely have been there, Kay, with my gaming blogs. Yeah, when it happens, I jump into movies, TV, and comics more. Saw send help. Oh yeah,
yeah. We gonna do Hollywood. If you're around later, we're gonna do an on the real minute because it's a lot of movies that we've been talking about. We do this thing where we recommend a movie for everybody to watch over the weekend so that we can talk about it during the week. It's almost like a unofficial movie club that we got going on in the Discord. Begonia was the last one that we talked about, but I found a new movie this weekend that I watched last night. Kay, I'm gonna need you to watch this.
Okay. What's it
called? Is called The Dutchman. It is starring Zazie Beetz. Well, sorry. Zazie Beetz is co-starring. It is Andre Holland and Kate Mara also with Zazie Beetz.
Okay. You had me at Zazie. Let's go. All right. Okay. We'll check it out.
I'm telling you. It is a mind.
Well, we did watch Begonia, which itself is
this is listen, just everybody go and watch the trailer for The Dutchman. It's a remake of a 1964 play.
Okay.
But they kind of modernized it for today. Not like one of those for modern audiences things that people get triggered by, but just like they're literally adapting it and just adding some more. Watch the trailer. and then we'll talk.
The great Lord Roughness is here with a £5 super chat. He says, "What up, Kay and Everborn? I say no trackpad. 3 weeks now since I picked up my Legion Go 2, and I don't touch the trackpad."
Do you ever touch the screen though, Lord Roughness? Because if you do, that's an issue. Hey, just one more thing. Yeah. This is what I was about to say. The Dutchman, aka the Jonathan Major story. That's all I can say. You'll understand when you see the trailer.
Okay. I see. Y'all just ruined it for me already by just saying that. And by the way, Lord Roughness, I want to hear your review of the Legion Go 2, sir. I've been more and more tempted these days because that Legion Go 2 is great. I love even the one with the 2 controllers. I'm really enjoying what I'm playing with it. So let me know your review of it. Day Reezy with a $5 super chat. He says, "I'm agreeing with Everborn a bit too much this morning. Mr. K, I don't feel so good. I don't know what's happening."
Don't worry.
You're getting polluted is what's happening. You're being indoctrinated.
No. Listen. Don't worry. We got a long show to go. I'll have you hating my guts before the end.
Lord Roughness continues with a £2 super chat and says, "I prefer FSC to Steam." Yeah, I said it. Uh-oh.
Hey. Wait a minute. What about, and I keep telling people this, FSC with Steam?
Yeah.
Huh? Think about it.
I saw he was going for it. I know he was going. And then, of course, the great MJ Dark with $5 super chat. He says, "Everborn taking years to re-engineer PC just to push a button. Wild times." Shout out to the League of Extraordinary Man. Oh, sir.
Hey, listen, what's funny about that is we always come full circle. All these years of CG just to be asking for a trackpad.
That's right. Be asking for a trackpad. Indeed. Also, while we're on the topic of the Discord, I will say, in addition to the great movie unofficial club that we do, we've also been counting down a bunch of games back down to basically creating our source of truth, our golden list, if you will. And for the NES, you weren't there if you because it's over now if you missed it. And I'm about to tell you some of the winners. And if you don't agree, well, you should have been there. You should have been fighting for it. Let me tell you. So we created 2 lists. By the way,
I'm not happy about this because I had so much going on this week.
Sorry,
we're doing the electrical in the thing. We're rewiring the whole house. I wasn't able to get there.
Genesis is coming up. Super Nintendo has just started, so you still have time. But
no. Okay, so we still have time with SNES. I didn't care about Nintendo.
You have time with
SNES. Okay, good.
Yes, you do. Good. You have time with SNES. We just wrapped up NES. NES. And we're gonna. This is the model we're gonna continue with all of them because we've realized that the goats or the monsters, if you will, are too big in some of these lists, and they tend to pollute the others in the list. So we get rid of them all right away so that our lists become more interesting. So first off, here is the GOAT list that everyone should agree to. Like everyone. Ready? Here we go. And there's 10 of them. Mario Brothers 3, Mega Man 2, Ninja Gaiden, Tecmo Bowl, The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Metal Gear, Castlevania 3, and Contra. If you have a problem with any of those, there's an issue with you because we need to have a conversation. Those to us have been anointed as the GOAT. But then it makes room for some of the interesting ones in the list. Here's the 10 like hard contested fought. Shout out to all the folks who fought hard and long, big boss, for all these numbers for this list. But here is the list of 10 GCP top 10 as determined by the GCP community. That is, ready? Dragon Warrior, Battletoads, DuckTales, Maniac Mansion, River City Ransom, Gradius, Bubble Bobble, Blaster Master, Bionic Commando, and Batman. Those are considered to be the top 10 highest of high when you take away the GOATs of all the NES. We are now working on SNES. Yeah, I know. TMNT was hard fought, bro. we was in there. We tried, and yes. By the way, shout out to the great community members. I see Dr. Dry Rub in here. He was so instrumental in getting this thing done. Every time we'd start debating a game, that all of a sudden he would like load up his screen and he'd be playing that game. So if you forget the game we're discussing, or you don't remember those times or whatever, boom, now you're watching it. You know, we really had a great time this week. Well, last week rather, in the Discord, chopping it up, having these discussions, having these debates to come to this conclusion. So if you want to be part of it, join that Discord. You know the chat. You know how to get in there. It's discord.gg/TGCP. It is in the list right now. Discord.gg/TGCP. We're working on SNES next, and then we'll double back to Genesis. We're doing them all, but this is where we started, and this is the list. And at the end of it all, we might have something interesting and fun for the community members who participated. But yeah, man, we've been having such a great time. While the world writ large is full of gloom and doom, and every time you open the news, you hear some sadness, and you want to come to the Discord and cry about it. Yeah, you join us, and then you forget about it, because then we end up talking about games and having a good time. So that's what we've been doing this week. So shout out to all the great people who've been participating. Oh, stop it. I see it. He said no love for Golgo 13. Sir, Golgo 13 was in that list for a long time. He just got sniped by somebody else. You should have been there. You see what I'm saying? You should have been there. Anyway, so let's catch up on a couple more super chats, and then we will get back to the news. The great legendary Yobi with a $10 super chat. He says, I'm gonna keep saying this until it's a reality. It's called Spartans, not Master Chief and Spartans. # build new legends. I want Spartans. A Halo story. Wow, that'd be cool, right?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's outstayed his welcome. That last sentence, sir. I love you like a brother, but that's where you lose me. He's outstayed his welcome.
Yeah. We are.
No. That last one though, grow Halo beyond Master Chief. I don't disagree. I'm not saying that he's outstayed his welcome, but grow Halo beyond just the Master Chief. Look, I don't know. What do you think of it, boy?
Look, we've had this conversation about Star Wars that it needs to move beyond the Skywalker.
Exactly. Right? This is why I'm like, hey, you know,
I am nobody here is opposed to more stories in the Halo universe. We talk about this all the time, but it is not a zero-sum game, and one doesn't have to come at the expense of the other. And how about, before we move on from Chief, how about we let him finish a damn fight?
Yeah, you know,
let's not like end on a cliffhanger and then come back and completely have that thing end off screen, and now we got some new thing that we're not going to get any closure on. How about we get some closure with Chief, and then we can do whatever you talking about. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to the great legendary Yobi. And Lord Roughness returns with another super chat. £5 says, review. Had the ROG Ally X replace my Xbox. Ooh, my Series X. Wow. And thought the Xbox version was too close, so I went with the Legion Go 2. 10 out of 10 with 350 hours in Arc Raiders. Wow. So you've been playing 350 hours in Arc Raiders specifically on the Legion Go 2? That's wild, sir. Damn. All right. Very cool, bro. I appreciate you. That's awesome. All right. Well, all right. Let's get back to this thing. Oh, Yobi. He had 6 games in total.
See, he's speaking to you because he feels like he might have a sympathetic ear. I don't want to hear none of that. Let's do the other games, but let's also have these Chief games. I'm sorry. I told you I would love to see a super tropey, like One Last Dance revenge tale where Chief it retires and then he has a family. I don't know if you can really actually have a family, but you know what I'm saying. Maybe they're adopted, right?
Hey, what do you mean you can't have a family? You saw the show. Master Cheeks was out there.
Nah, that's not the real. Okay, anyway, besides the point. What I'm saying is, and then his family gets killed because a war is brought to his doorstep, and now he goes on a murder spree. That is this is what I'd love.
You know what you're describing? You're describing the latest. You're describing the last Rambo. It wasn't a good movie, sir. It wasn't a good movie. I'm sorry,
but make it good.
All right. So
last Rambo, but good.
Yeah. See, bringing back bad memories. I agree. Bad memories, man. Bad memories. Anyway, so it looks like Lisa Sue, Floodzilla's girlfriend, for those who know, has potentially leaked the Xbox's next gen hardware. Now, we kind of sort of knew this was coming, right? We heard this, the rumblings. This is all but been a thing that people know was about to happen. But when you read into this thing, when you read what it's saying, it brings about some interesting talking points. And I want to bring just a tinfoil koofy question to you, sir, on this, right? So she basically came out and said that the development of Microsoft's next gen Xbox featuring an AMD semi-custom SoC is progressing well to support a launch in 2027. This is what she said. That's it. That is the beginning, and then that's her statement. Which, hey,
she actually mentioned Xbox 3 times in that earnings call. If you but that wasn't the only time, but that was the most important thing.
Yeah, but this is the one. This is the one that everybody's running with, right? But here's my question, right? Because we've seen the Queen Sarah Bond come out and already talk about how bespoke the hardware will be and how niche and how high end and all this blah 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 it will be, right? And how the Ally that you have is a model for what we're expecting for next gen, right? We initially, when we heard that, thought, oh, well, they're basically saying that it's going to be like from a hardware perspective, they're going to be a hybrid as far as they bring software and these other guys bring hardware or whatever, right? Or whatever. Is this all the way where we're going? They're saying Xbox hardware, next gen, all that. We agree, right? Are they giving this to their partners, the chips?
That is not anything. That's all people projecting their other thoughts and ideas onto it.
That's my question.
That is not in the text anywhere.
Not at all.
Right?
It's not. It is not.
It says Microsoft's next gen Xbox, right?
Absolutely.
This is my problem with this, right? Like we keep hearing they're not going to make another Xbox, right? And then they say, as a matter of fact, yes, we are going to make another Xbox. Well, I don't believe them because they said just 4 games. Then Lisa Stu comes out and says, we've partnered with Microsoft to make the next Xbox. They're like, but what if she means they're giving it to somebody else? And then they come back out and reiterate, yes, we are making our own hardware, made by us, sold by us, designed, packaged, you name it.
To Discord FUD, okay? I was susceptible.
No, I'm not talking about Discord FUD. I'm talking about Prime Gaming journalist organization, so-called. Then now again on an earnings call where you cannot lie to people, they say that Microsoft's next gen hardware, and people are still like, yeah, but did they really mean that? Or we gotta cut this out. Like we really got to stop this, right? I'm not saying it's gonna sell whatever millions. And by the way, we could talk about if you.
I want to talk about that.
Math,
yes, I want to talk about that.
On Take-Two's numbers is not as low as you think it might. Be. But
that's where I was going next. And
then GTA comes out, you might end up crossing the 50 million by the end of this generation. But
listen, by GTA's number, by Take-Two's numbers, they're already at 50. Based on what
or thereabouts, right?
Or thereabouts, yeah, they're like right there, basically. I mean, Microsoft themselves haven't said it, but you know damn well that if Take-Two Rockstar is saying that, there's just no way in earth that they're misinformed. So the number is bigger than we thought it was. The 30 million was stated how long ago? I wouldn't be surprised that if they are about at 50 million now. Do you disagree?
I mean, if they're not, right, because based on the Take-Two numbers and then based on Sony's most recent numbers where they said they got sell in, not sell through, but they're at 92 million or something like that, right? You subtract that from the 138, and you're at 40 something. I'm just saying, between now and 2027, they'll probably cross that 50 million mark, especially with GTA, right?
Yeah, I don't.
So
and by the way, to what Paris is saying in the chat, the idea that they're walking away from a multi-billion-dollar agreement with AMD is just yapping on the internet. I agree with you. I think what people were where I hear the conjecture is that they would then be the purveyors of their chips to their partners. So they wouldn't use them. They would then create deals with, in this hypothetical world, your Lenovo's or your Asuses, and then deliver those chips that they now have from AMD to them for that purpose, right? Rather than using it themselves. Why that conclusion? Again, to Everbone's point, nothing in the text says so. But I keep hearing this. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Because feelings, nothing more than feelings. Okay, I'm not. But the point is,
he's going all the way infinite number this morning, right? Go ahead, sir.
Okay, but so my ultimate point is what this tells us, based on, we know that they have these deals with AMD. We hear them saying it over and over, different executives at different levels. And again, yes, why not both? We don't have to do one at the expense of the other. Legendary Yobi with this stupid Halo idea. I'm sorry. Anyway,
wow. Damn.
I just get sensitive when people try to kill off Master Chief. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You too, Black Viking. So the thing is, at the end of the generation, it will turn out that despite all the hooting and hollering and gnashing the teeth and pulling out the hair and rendering of garments, that PlayStation is primarily selling to PlayStation customers. They have not passed what the PS4 did at this stage in the life cycles. And you would think that with all the multi-platform approach, that they would just be getting all these Xbox gamers. Other than the online grifters, that doesn't really seem like it's happening, right? And then at the end of this generation, if in fact Xbox is approaching 50 million by the end of the generation, that's right around where they were last gen.
Yeah. Right. It seems like no matter how much you call it, when the dust settles, it tends to be exactly the same way it was before.
And the only difference is, and again, they spent a lot of money, but now they're making a lot more money outside of their own home console. Right? While still serving those 50 million users.
Now you got Yobi all hopped up. You see what you did? Now he's there with the capital letters and the cap fingers. We had 6 games with the chief. We need to sit his ass down. Go train a new group of proteges and let the other Spartans take over.
Well, guess what? You getting campaigned evolved this year, sir, and you're going to get another Master Chief game after that. That being said, I would absolutely love to see a new ODST, or
I'm just saying, he's not wrong.
I mean, you got ODST in Helldivers, but I would also love to see a lock campaign. So this is the thing. For me to get what I want, you don't lose what you want. You just trying to kill my fun, Yobi. And I don't know why. I don't know what I did to you.
All right. So I also see that there's a message saying, good topic. I'm curious to hear what your guys take on Xbox's recent financial report having triple negatives. Let's do a financial block in general, because I know you were digging through the PlayStation numbers as well. I saw you doing this. So I'm sure you may have some ideas as to where you're going.
It is the end of the world anytime you see a negative number on the Xbox side, and when there's a positive number, we all ignore it and we say that that's a one-off. When the reality is, up until the latest quarter, the last 4 quarters straight, content and services have been up. Sometimes double digits. That was all ignored. But the first time content and services is down because COD is on a down year,
Mm-hmm.
now maybe
beef.
Xbox is going to sell off the division. And the funny thing is, those triple downs that he's talking about, which is overall revenue, content and services, and hardware. Hardware was down 32%. Overall revenue was down, I believe it was 5% or 9%, and then content and services was down 5%, or flip that around, right? But fun fact, what we didn't hear is when Sony's financials came out, is that Sony's hardware was down 23%, double digits, right? Their overall revenue was down 4%. Now their content and services were up, but because the hardware was so down, it brought down the whole thing, because they're more reliant on hardware than Microsoft is. But nobody says, are they going to get rid of the business? Right? Nobody says these things. But it's always the end of the world when you can find a negative number. I mean, everything means the end of the world for Xbox when we talk about these things. And I'm just saying, let's have some perspective, right? The Occam's razor, you came off of a really big year for COD last year with Black Ops 6. Black Ops 7 did not perform as well as Black Ops 6. And because they're so heavily reliant on that COD revenue, it brought down everything else. And this is not me saying this. This is them saying it, that first party being down. Right? So they've got to, and again, GTA 6 is allegedly coming out this year. That is going to depress some Call of Duty players. I know they're a different audience, but there is some overlap, and some people don't have the money to buy both. And you get a COD every year, you don't get a new GTA every year. So that's going to be an effect. Hopefully Halo, Gears, Forza, and Fable can make up that gap, but we shall see. And one thing I will say is, on the Sony side, Ghost of Yote, it really delivered. I think they said it did more than Ghost of Tsushima did in the same time period, and they clocked 3.3 million sales. So they deserve the credit where the credit is due there. And another thing that we can point out on the Sony side is they did have an increase in content and services, probably primarily driven by the high sales of Ghost of Yote. So even though their other numbers were down, their profit margin was actually up. And the reason that happens, because Sony's margins are lower, post ABK anyway, lower than what Xbox's are. They go from 10, 12, sometimes 15%. I think that's where they were. If you look at their operating income, that was the percentage. But because they're selling less hardware, which is a loss leader, right? You got to spend more money to sell a piece of hardware than you do to sell a piece of software, right? So software is higher margin. They're getting 30% of all the games that they don't make that are sold on their store. Plus they're getting 100% of the stuff that they're selling in their own store, and then 70% of their own games that they're selling in these other stores. So their content and services are up, and that is a good thing for them. And more and more, it's looking like hardware is an entry point, but it's not the end all be all for them. It is the software.
Yep.
Sound like somebody else?
We're gonna be quiet and move on that one. Not gonna start no slander. But yes, I think the numbers block is quite interesting because it's quite revealing, right? It either informs or breaks narratives. It is what it is. I've heard a lot of people talking a lot of slander in the last couple of days because of both numbers. So I thought you had
also. I'd just like to point out the more personal computing division at Microsoft. That's where gaming is included, but it also includes Windows and Surface, along with search and advertising. Gaming is the largest revenue driver in that segment. And that overall division last quarter was at 30% on the margins. This quarter, they were at around 26.9%. So basically 27% margins. Overall division. They don't break it down per, but what we do know is gaming is the biggest revenue driver. So it'd be very difficult if gaming wasn't close to that 27 or 30% number for the others to pick up the slack because of how outsized gaming is in that part of the org, right? Mm-hmm. And in terms of there was headlines about Microsoft blaming gaming for the overall division being down. I don't know if you were paying attention to this, but last quarter, Windows and search were down, and they said that was offset by the gaming revenue, right? Everybody ignored that. But now
that's good news.
Yeah. I'm saying. These things ebb and flow, and that's why they are bundled together, and that's why they don't break out the numbers individually, because some make up the slack for the others. This time, Windows and search and advertising had a bump, but that is always not the case. Sometimes gaming saves the day, as it did the previous several quarters. But that's how you run a business. That's what I said. Just because some people live check to check doesn't mean these big $1 trillion organizations are living quarter to quarter.
True.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hit the like button if you haven't done so, ladies and gentlemen. We've been doing this every week for how long now? We still moving. Right now we got 44 likes. You got over over all the various platforms. We're over 200 people watching. Hit that like button if you happen to be on the YouTubes. We appreciate you being here and enjoying the conversation with us. Everborn, did you hear about this? This is a sign potentially of the apocalypse. And that is, and it's not, this is just one, but the rumor has it the others will follow as well. That is that NVIDIA won't be releasing a new GPU this year because of deepening.
That new GPU is going to cost $3,500, and it's going to take time to save up. So my 4090 is doing quite well right now. They now foresee that the 60 series cards, expect those in 2028, sir. Expect to dig in your pockets for them too.
2028, and it sounds, rumor has it, that potentially AMD will follow suit. So if you got something good, you better hold on to it. And if you don't have anything good, you better get something good, because you're gonna have to hold on to that for a minute. It's a problem. It's happening. It is very, very, very problematic out there. Oh, Paris says everyone needs to get comfy with their current gaming hardware.
4090 comes with 24 gigs of VRAM, and then I got 64 gigs of DDR5 in the system memory.
Liquid gold, sir.
I'm
Liquid
chilling.
Gold. Indeed.
My only regret is that I'm on that damn Intel 14900K. I wish I had the AMD.
Yeah. There was a time we did that. We did that. It is what it is. You know, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We'll get it done. We'll get it there.
That's why I never continued in Black Myth, because I got that thing. I know they were like updating your BIOS, and I did, but I just never trusted it after that.
Okay.
So I never got back into it. And every time I get that error, I'm like, yeah, I'll play another game.
No. If you get the error, it means it's still happening and you need to fix it, meaning a new BIOS is necessary. A BIOS update is necessary.
No, but I've updated the BIOS when it's come up, and then they'll be like, now you need a newer one.
Yes. Right? Then you need to update it to a newer one, because it was a whack-a-mole situation for a little time. So they kept like releasing new, and now they've stopped releasing new because it solved the problem. Meaning, if you're getting that message, it means you are update one of 3. You need to do the others. Otherwise, you could be ruining your system.
Yeah, I've done it twice. So I guess I gotta
make sure your BIOS per the website of your motherboard is the latest and greatest, and you'll be good.
Yeah.
Because many of the BIOSes, it took like 2-3 BIOS updates to finally lick it, and it was done. So if you installed it once or twice, you may be one away because it shouldn't show any of those messages anymore. If you see it still, that means you're still pending a BIOS update. Anyway,
I can't remember what the game was, but I got it maybe a month or two back.
I have not seen that message since deep 2025, like 4 even, when Black Myth was a thing. Right. So if you're still seeing it, because you and I, our systems are relatively similar as far as motherboards and CPUs concerned, you need to get a BIOS update. Do it as soon as possible. You don't want to ruin that. But for all the others out there listening, if you don't have cool hardware, seek it out. I would recommend don't be squeamish. Look at used, because time's about to get tough as far as hardware is concerned. If you have good hardware, take it off the market. If you're selling it, keep it, because you're going to need that. It looks like it's going to be real hard out there for a good,
or secure the new thing you want and then just pay yourself off by selling the old thing. But don't leave yourself without nothing, because you could end up upside down.
Yep, absolutely. Another thing, this is just a quick little thing that came on my timeline I thought was interesting. Will there be vindication? I hope when this happens that Xbox era is very messy on the damn internet. And that is a claim that Starfield will launch in April on PS5. Remember, this has been a thing that has been bubbling for some time now. And it looks like finally this April, it might be actually happening. Again, another rumor. This has been the rumor that's been happening for some time now, but yeah.
Will people like it, man?
Oh, that's the question. Will we all come back and go, this is the greatest game? Come on, Latin Quarters. Don't do this to me, brother. Don't do this to me. He said he's closed for business. No, man, you know how many good deals I've gotten from Latin Quarters. Damn, that's so unfortunate. Anyway, so all right, Everborn Saga. I think before we get out of here, I want to go over the fun that was had on the Nintendo Direct. Do you have any other thing you want to discuss before we get into the Nintendo Direct?
We did find that. Okay, no, there is.
What do you want to discuss?
Maybe this is part of that, but Final Fantasy VII: Rebirth coming not even 6 months after remake.
That's right. Right.
To the Xbox, and it's Play Anywhere.
Yeah. And it's Play Anywhere. That tells you that Square finally got the memo. They finally understood.
Hey man, listen, I supported it because even though I own that game on Steam, I supported it because I was one of the people out there complaining about Square not doing what they needed to do, and they did it. So I went and got it. Now, if you decided, well, I don't like sloppy seconds or whatever, and if you didn't prioritize my money in the beginning, I'm not going to give you my money now. More power to you. That is a valid response. I just know I was complaining about it. So when the time came, I did my part. And the other thing I would say, there's still people out there that don't think the third one's coming day and date, which I just find hilarious. And like I said, also Square, I feel like they're doing their thing. So they did 7 remake, Play Anywhere. Now they're doing Rebirth, Play Anywhere. Dragon Quest 7 reimagined, also Play Anywhere. So I'm supporting these things.
It's nice.
But let's be clear. I bought Dragon Quest on Steam. I just want to be clear about that because I never complained about a Dragon Quest game on Xbox. I did complain about Final Fantasy, so I did buy it. Okay. Double dip and buy it there.
So I'm gonna go through these games. Should I hit the play button on any of these? I'm not sure because I'm scared. Them ninjas.
I don't even know. You see how Nintendo just has us shook.
Oh yeah. We shook. I mean, this is Kepler after all, so maybe they'll be all right. But there'll also be no audio. I'm gonna do it on this one anyway. I'm gonna do it on this one because honestly, this is the reason why I thought the Direct was so awesome. I love orbitals. The graphics, the art style. This is Robotech. This is what do you call it? What are we talking about? Robotech, Evangelion. This is Voltron.
Evangelion. That's Evangelion. I don't know if I like that pronunciation, but keep going.
forgive me, okay? Forgive me. This
That's tomato.
looks
No,
freaking
this.
amazing. My
When
only
is this
gripe,
coming out?
I don't know. Let me see. Did they put a good date on it? I'm not even sure. It says released in 2026, but like I don't
Is
think
this Switch 2 exclusive?
I am not sure. I think it might be. Let's take a. I'll ask the chat to solidify that for me, please. Is this Switch 2 exclusive or is this also on Switch 1? I think it might be Switch 2 exclusive.
No, I meant
But-
is it coming to Steam?
Oh no, it's not coming to Steam. I think this is definitely for now Switch 2 like console exclusive. Yes. Oh yeah, there you go. So the president of Nintendo, MJ Dark.
All right. Well, hey man, my Switch 2 got to get some use.
My only bit of smoke.
This will be the first non-Nintendo game I buy on it.
Smoke for this game. My only bit of smoke is that this game is requiring co-op.
Oh,
yeah. So now this is exactly like Split Fiction. This is exactly like, you need another human being, which for a person with a schedule like mine and a life like mine, that's like pulling teeth. I mean, I'll never get to finish.
Yeah, I'm usually playing games after midnight when everybody's asleep.
Exactly.
It's hard to find.
Summer 2026. So there you go. Summer 2026. But I love the look of this. It looks so cool. And the
No, this is fantastic.
the puzzles and all this. It looks excellent. This made it for me. I was like, yes. And this is not the first time we've seen this. We've seen this in one of their shows before, and I was loving it then as well. This looks so cool. It even gives me a little bit of the what do you call it? Studio Ghibli kind of art style as well. Very, very cool and 80s, the 70s nostalgia style. Awesome. I'm just waiting for this thing, to come out now. But now I gotta hope that my daughter wants to play this with me.
This is gonna be a game I buy on Switch.
Yeah.
And then buy again when it comes to PC.
Yeah. So there you go. I may have to, wait till my daughter wants to play this with me. So it is what it is. Oh no. He said, wait, we are excited for exclusives now? Says MJ Dark. Yeah. It looks cool. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, otherwise, there was some other really cool games that are out there. I know people are very excited for this Paranormicite. I don't know if you saw this. Not my kind of game.
I have not gotten to watch the direct yet, so I'm finding out about this for the first time. Yeah, very busy week. Listen, we're trying to get our inspection next week, man. It's crazy out here.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. It's all good. But honestly, it was a decent show for me. To me, it was a nice B. I thought it was a B. For me, honestly, if it wasn't for the other one, it would have been a little less than for me. But I know that people really enjoyed this kind of this genre of game. Like this just doesn't speak to me. But salute to those who it speaks to, and I heard some excitement for it. See, there's the great MJ Dark talking about how great it is. So there you go. It's just not something that I was particularly excited for. This one was also kind of interesting. I love old school fighting sports games. I think I've been talking about all these old school handheld games and stuff that I've been playing. And like one of my test cases whenever I play an old school handheld is like Blades of Steel or Super Dodgeball. So I love old school games that have this kind of style, but also then put forth like extra, like extra superpowers and whatnot, while still retaining the rules of the sport. This looks really fun. It looks really, really fun. I'm looking forward to potentially checking this out. I know that in America, the soccer is not the big sports ball that everybody's into, but it is what it is. I enjoyed this kind of games. It looks real fun. This reminds me of something like your FIFA Streets or whatever. With the super extra moves and all that. I always enjoy that kind of stuff. All right, so let's see. Tokyo Scramble. I thought it was all right. Tokyo Scramble looked okay to me. Again, not my kind of game. I did hear a lot of people look like it was cool. It reminds me of like Dino Crisis, but what it didn't do for me was what I didn't like necessarily about it is like your protagonist, you basically are just sneaking through the whole game. It looks like. Right, you're not a capable person as a protagonist, so you're just sneaking through the whole game.
Is it because Silent Hill 2 kind of broke that for you? You feel like you should be able to fight back?
No, look.
No, listen, I know. Listen, there was
I'm not
that
a.
game.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was saying there was a game where it took place on a submarine.
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it was just like it was like the voice acting was fantastic. The
Mhm.
setup was like you were in a TV show, and they actually had a TV show on Amazon that was like literally the same premise. It could have been like it might as well have been the same thing, right?
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, it was like a coward simulator, right? Like
Kinda.
you're playing a game when you play a game so you can kind of live out fantasies, it's so that you can escape, right? And you want to be a superhero when you're in the game because it's a simulation, right? So when you got to run from everything for the whole game, it's not like you can run and then get stronger like an Elden Ring. Like you're just running and so some people may not want to do that.
Shout out to the legendary Longhouse Gaming Podcast. The Black Skeletons in the house. What up, brothers? It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. He says if people are buying twice, then why wouldn't you wait to release it for other systems? That's an interesting question. Yes, making people buy more, right? Like that has always been the interesting aspect to me as to why publishers would want.
It's setting a bad precedent if you double dip, because then they'll say, "Oh, I could make more money."
Exactly, and this is why the whole play anywhere thing has been so interesting to me. How? Because on the face of it, it sounds like it's inherently against the best interest of the publisher. So how do you, Microsoft, get them to do it? And they're finally getting them to do it, and they're finding interesting ways of doing it. As I hear it, it's that they're giving them more of the percentage of it, rather than the standard. I think standard 30% or whatever that they collect. They collect less if you do play anywhere. At least that's what I've been hearing. But it's an interesting concept that they're allowing that to be a thing to, which then translates into consumers getting the better half of the deal. I think that's really cool. But yes, so to the point of on Tokyo Scramble, exactly to your point, Everborn. I feel like you're not being empowered, and more, I need games that empower me. Even though this challenge, I want challenge, but I need to be able to be empowered to resolve this challenge myself, rather than, oh, you're scared, you're a little girl, you're gonna be scared the whole game, run. So it didn't do too much for me. Valheim, of course. Valheim. Valheim has been on other platforms. It is now.
The name of the game was Still Wakes the Deep. A little bit like Sphere, Victor Alistine, but there was a TV show that just worked perfectly with it, because you are also on an oil rig where some space thing goes wrong, and now people are ending up dead, and so now you gotta find a way to survive. So it was like this show came out at the same time, and they were completely unrelated, but literally the same topic, even down to the part of the world that they were in. So they had the same kind of Scottish and English accents of the cast of both the game and the show. It was very surreal that they came out at the same time.
Right, kind of like Sinners and what do you call it? South of Midnight, even though they didn't communicate or do anything with each other, which I think they should have.
Even closer than that.
Oh wow, that's cool. Even closer,
because South of Midnight wasn't about vampires. It was about
no,
right? This was if South of Midnight was about vampires and it came out at the same time as Sinners. Literally the whole premise and everything was the same.
Cool. As you can see,
that was the film adaptation of this game. No one would doubt you.
As you can see, Hollow Knight now has a Switch 2 version. All this tells me is that the national crisis of dev kits has finally been resolved. Now people are actually getting their dev kits, so you're seeing Switch 2 versions of things, which is good. Another football game, which we love our football games. Not everybody's down with that. Adventures of Elliot. What did you? I don't know if you've seen this the trailer for this before. This looks pretty dang cool for me. Square obviously coming out, doing what they do. Graphically, putting their foot down as they are. They're using that engine. What other games have they used this on before? Octopath, I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Octopath engine, but it's looking quite cool. They're putting their foot down on this one. I'm quite excited to see.
Oh, that an action RPG. No, I am here for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is Square redeeming itself? Is that
kind of sorta? It looks that way, right? It looks like they learned their lessons. People been slandering them for one too many times, and now they're like, okay, we've learned it, and now they're releasing games, they're doing stuff. Play anywhere, all this stuff. Not bad. It's all good. So yeah, this is another one. Now, this one I suspect will probably be multiple places. I don't know yet, but I suspect this will be multiple places.
Wait, hold on. Is Adventures of Elliot out? When does this release?
I don't think it's out, but there was a demo at some point that I saw.
I will get this right now.
Yeah, I thought there was a demo of this that I thought I saw, which obviously, as you can see, game looks great, has awesome art style, Yeah. And funny enough, we were talking about Bomberman when we were having all this smoke in our debate last week rather, about which of the great games are. Bomberman came up. It didn't make it to the end. But funny enough, it sounds like Nintendo was listening, because shortly after, when their direct came out, Bomberman.
I just checked Steam, and Zach Riley also confirmed it's June 18th for
it's June 18th.
Adventures of Elliot. For anybody interested, I just added it to my wish list.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'll be definitely playing that thing on Steam. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, Bomberman. Are you a Bomberman dude? Like during the debate, people, it kind of came out that, like, even though that was a name that people knew, it's not really an IP that a lot of people have like love for or reverence for. How you feel about Bomberman? Are you a Bomberman person?
I'm definitely not a Bomberman person.
Okay. So there you go. The great Lucius Augustus, $5 super chat. He says Square started doing Play Anywhere when Sega stopped. Ooh,
well, slight correction, Lucius. So Sega they kind of rarely do Play Anywhere on day one, but they add it after the fact. Many times that happens. So I wouldn't necessarily say
stop playing anywhere right now. And the game launches a few days ago. Steam it is. Interesting.
Yeah. So, but again, there's many times where Sega has released a game and it was not Play Anywhere, and then later on it's like, oh yeah, by the way, yeah,
nice.
I don't expect this to be different.
FF Rebirth. What do you think? It's coming to
well, what I think is there was some people in the Discord, John, that was like, oh, they announced it before the Xbox version, and then 5 seconds later the Xbox trailer coming out the same day. I just thought that was funny. I didn't get to say that to John because he wasn't in there by the time I came back, but now I'm saying it.
Now you're leaving some
shout out to John Wolf.
Discover later. You're leaving old slander that he needs to discover later. Understood. Yes. By the way, we got 62 likes on Twitter's right now. How about we get that to 100? Please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here, as you do every single week. We should also mention two things. One, all of these super chats that you provide us for this year specifically, I'll be really focusing on those to help us defray the costs for all the travels that we potentially want to do. We're not sure where we're going right now as far as all the various cons and things, but thank you so much for doing that. Times is tough, so anything y'all can do to help. We never want y'all to spend any money if it's going to cause you any financial hardship, because you can support us any other way. Hit that like button, tell folks we're here. But if you are able to join us, if you are able to leave a super chat, if you are able to be a member, we really appreciate you, because we do this for the love. We do this to bring the content, and with your help, we'll be able to go to all the various places and potentially do that. Second thing I want to mention, because we didn't mention this at the top and I just remembered, Mr. Everborn Saga, you have a marriage anniversary coming up soon. Are you not? That is next week.
Yes. Pro tip, husbands out there. If you can choose to, if you can choose to get married on Valentine's Day. You'll never forget your anniversary, and the
There you
whole
go.
world will remind you.
Yep.
So I will. Me and the missus are going away next weekend, and so I will not be around.
There will be no GCP next week because it is Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. It is Valentine's Day, and Lord, if Everborn Saga goes away next week and I have a show with someone else, my wife will kill me. So there will be no GCP next week because I too will be having a great time with wifey. So pro tip: if you are in that situation, prepare yourself because there'll be no show next week.
Next week is the time to touch grass and maybe something else.
Okay, sir. Lord. All right. We are moving swiftly on. But yes, absolutely. And my wedding anniversary was set up in the day that I'll never forget either, which is 10, 11, 12. Well, if you're looking at it from a European calendar, 10, 11, 12. So there you go. Anyway, now let's go to Pragmata. Now, I hear the demo's out there. I haven't actually tried it myself. But everyone I've heard talk about this demo has nothing but great things to say. Like great things to say. Now, of course, I also did hear that Sick says that it looks like it's ass or trash. So that may also be in its favor. Who knows? You know how Sick be. But everywhere I hear people play the demo, they're like, yo, this is amazing. This is great. Capcom's
does it give you Lost Planet vibes?
Very much so. Very much so. I really get that. I think it's because of the art style. The art style has a very much like the girl has a little uncanny valley thing that reminds me a bit of Lost Planet, I think. But yes, yeah, I get you. Yeah,
I've already bought this game. I'm just waiting for them to send me the code. I got it on End Gaming, like 15-20% off, something like that.
Oh man. So I'm gonna leave that I'm gonna leave that one inside the chat. I won't even put it on the front stage. But Bounty, damn man, what we doing? You should see his message, sir. What are we talking about anyway?
MJ, clean shaven, baby.
Stop, man. God damn. Pragmata is a good man. Now you're breaking the damn show. Pragmata is good and runs great on Switch 2. Reminds me of what is it? Of Piano 13. I don't remember that on GameCube. That's interesting. Piano 13. But yes, I will download this demo. I'll download this demo because people have been talking really highly of it. So there's that. So Pragmata, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It looks like Capcom being Capcom again. This also gives me a lot of Kojima vibes for some reason. I don't know why. It gives me that really weird, I don't know. It just does. I don't know. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It just does. It is what it is. Also, Turok Origins.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Turok Origins, for some reason.
Is this like a multiplayer game or is it?
It seems that way. Turok is an IP that keeps coming back, and I don't know why. I enjoyed the old school Turok when I went in the old NES days, but I feel like people have a lot of member berries for it, and there's not enough content in the modern day to warrant it. Am I wrong?
I mean, so the thing is, you have
what the OG,
Yeah, but at the same time, right? You have games like Ark Survival or whatever, right?
Ark, yeah.
Right, and that's basically this premise. So if that can work and that can be, people are still playing that. Why not? This is
I'm not saying you're wrong on that. I'm just thinking.
I just would also like to say this looks terrible. Just from what I see on the screen, like this does not look good at all. Those long running shots, like all of this looks like 2012 gaming. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yes, and Punty's right. Yeah, N64 days. Like, right? Like, I feel like the N64 days one, like, is what's keeping it still moving, but there hasn't been new entrances in the IP to keep that franchise alive, right? It's just the name that people still remember. I don't know. This wasn't shown in here, but I see its trailer, so I just real quickly just like bring this up. Did you see this? they're doing another Horizon.
Horizon Night. I got it.
Did you see this?
I did see this. My God.
Like, I don't know how to feel about this, bro.
This
I'm a fan of the IP. Like, I don't know.
Certainly exists. Is what I can say about it.
I don't know how to feel about this, sir.
Okay. So firstly, you already like the first red flag is the purple coloring, like lighting, right? You already know because I don't know what their like telemetry tells them about the purple. But then you have like the semi-cartoon, semi-cell shaded. Look at the camera and smile.
I mean, let's keep it a buck. The hair was nice though. I'll give him that. That was nice though. I'm saying
that guy does look cool. I
going for Afro Samurai vibes. That is Afro Samurai vibes. Let's go.
But then they get to the tank. This just like
and you know what? I will allow the graphics. I will allow it. It does look kind of cool, kind of. I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yep, they're doing it.
What do we think? What like chat?
This is a game. It's a game that exists. Once again, but again, like the whole look up and smile thing. It's just like it just feels derivative, right? You have such an original thing going on that really you have like. I'm okay. I feel like they should have just went with Tencent's game instead of this because that looked more interesting for a multiplayer game. Although I think if this is the style you were going to go with, maybe this would have played better on mobile.
See, but that's the thing. I kind of feel like it is mobile in
but it's
all
not on
games,
mobile.
But it's not on mobile. Yeah, it looks like it was a mobile first.
You told me this was and again, like. That doesn't mean it's lesser than because look at Genshin. That makes all the money in the world, and it has it's like a full featured whatever. We got all those mobile type games. Like this would probably do well there. PC and console, I just
okay. So this is very strange. This is very strange. Okay, very strange. I'm gonna go back here because I'm gonna be a little inappropriate. Forgive me. I have to because it's almost 12 p.m. in the U.S. Eastern Standard Time. If you notice, the jiggle physics only works on the big woman. Like, what's going on here? I'm sorry. I'm noticing some very strange things.
Like, it did. Other than the fact that you're fighting robots, what does this take?
Yeah.
You've played the Horizon games, right?
I have.
What does this take that honors that?
It's very strange. I don't get it. It's very strange. It doesn't lean in on
it. It feels like they just slapped the Horizon name on it.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, right? Like it's like Fortnite, Overwatch vibes, right? But with Horizon, like when Helldivers came out, they were doing something very unique. They were paying homage to the Starship Troopers thing, and they played that into the lore, and they kept up with it. This, I don't see anything here that feels like it's doing something interesting.
It's not continuing that IP. Like the fans of that IP are there only for the visual or the name. It doesn't. The reason why you're there, or the reason why I would be there, would be to continue the parts of it I like, and the parts of it that I like aren't here, right? The robots that you can mine and use that to augment your weaponry and all that part that made it fun to continue playing. None of that seems to be here, right? And what is here is more the visual kind of cues, but none of those were particularly game changing or the reason to play that game. So why would you lean heavily on that and not the stuff that people actually stayed there for? It's very strange. Anyway. So let's move on.
But I'm gonna refrain. That's why I started with it's a game that exists, because whether it was good or not, it wouldn't have been for me, right? It's just not my type of game. So I shouldn't. I will defer to the people who play those kind of games to see what they think of it. It's just it was never going to be for me, even if it did look.
They were predispositioned to have me because I actually enjoyed that IP, but I don't think I'll be playing that. That's a little weird, you know. But anyway, so this is what is it? Xanadu, like Koito Xanadu. It also seems like a game that's not for me, but then again, you know, these are the types of games that Switch 2 has a lot of these kind of games, right? And a lot of people like them. It does have interesting Metroidvania-like systems, but the story seemed a little too obtuse for my liking. It's all right. It looks like a cromulent enough. It's just it didn't really do much for me. But yeah, another one of their releases. Digimon. Like I was at least in time for Pokemon, but they lost me at Digimon. I was too old for that, so it would never did anything for me. Everborn, does Digimon speak to you in any way?
Not in any way, shape, or form.
There you go. Okay, so Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, that's also a game that's out. I know lots of people like it. I know lots of people like it. Again, not particularly my thing, not my bag. I did like the Monster Hunter 3 trailer though. That did look cool. We can quickly look over it. I feel like Switch
Monster Hunter needed stories turn-based.
I'm not sure. I didn't play stories. I was gonna play stories, but then I saw the graphics, the performance was so dog water on the Switch that I ended up not going there because for the time
visually it looks very interesting. I just don't. It
does, yeah.
I've never played a stories game, so my eye is on it. I will not throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Okay. Major says yes, it is turn-based. This looks like it might get my money because the other one looked cool, but the graphics, the performance was just not there. This looks like it finally is there. Even looking at the game in trailer form looks okay. Whereas if you recall, like when they first showed off stories, it was just like, ugh, you know. Oh, it's on Steam too. There's a demo on Steam, says MJ. Cool. Might check that out today. That's awesome. All right.
You know I'm allergic to demos, MJ.
I know you're allergic, Mr. Allergic to demos. And then of course, as they do in their Nintendo Direct, they have archives from the old school, right? They had a few old school retro games in here, which I'm a big retro guy. You know, I love the retro games. But if the
fake Ridge Racer,
yeah, right. If you are like me and you love the retro stuff, I would advocate to not go this route. Go get your own rolling, man. There's so many better options out there, I think. And the way these guys are doling these things out has been in such a haphazard fashion. I want them to be, you know, be a bit more better with it. Anyway. But anyway, I'm sure MJ will come for me for the slander because, you know, less than perfect adulation for Nintendo. But okay. And then of course they showed a Requiem trailer. Did you see the Requiem trailer at least?
I did not.
Okay.
I am, but that new cloud UI is like Zyrtec, baby.
So you liking it?
I love the new Xbox Cloud UI. We need that on local, on the local app.
I have not spent as much time on it. I come to local.
Regarding this RE9, I stopped watching the trailers a while ago. I don't need to see anymore, and I don't want any spoilers. I'm good. I already purchased the game. I'm just waiting for them to tell me when I can download it.
Yep, makes sense. This also tells you that Microsoft finally showed up. It looks like they finally got their dev kits. Bethesda was here with a bunch of 4 Switch 2 games. So Fallout 4, the anniversary edition, pretty cool. If you haven't played it, or even if you have, pretty decent game on Switch 2. So there's that. Indiana Jones on Switch 2. That also seems pretty cool. Now, this brings me to a very interesting question that I wanna ask you, because I heard the folks talking about it on Discord, which, like, I'm not a physical guy. I've lost my love for physical a long time ago. I tend to have hoarder tendencies if I don't watch out. So if I get physical, I keep too much stuff. So I tend to be digital, and my digital hoarding bothers nobody. It is what it is. But in the world where everything is physical, is digital, does it make you think twice to buy or want to rather buy a Switch game if it's all on the cart? Because this is one of the few places where you will get a game like this all on the cart and is not dependent on any kind of internet, not dependent on anything. This is one of the rare places where you'll get something like this Indiana Jones game, like all available to you, and nowhere else will you get that without being connected to the internet. Does that move you in any way, everyone?
What comment? What, the physical? No, I don't give a damn about.
Yeah, the idea that like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, this may be the only place you find this game in its full complete aspect here on this cart, because Switch is releasing carts, right? And they're not releasing the weird key cards. They're releasing proper carts for some of these. That may be the only way you find it in its proper format in years to come. Everywhere else is DRM backed and whatnot. That doesn't move you.
Yeah, but life finds a way. We all know this, right? There will be ways. You don't need to.
So Jack Sparrow finds a way. Is what you're saying. I understand. Okay.
Hey,
no,
you don't make it easy. We could do it the easy way or the hard way.
Or the hard way. That all depends on you. That's right. I do think it's cool that they finally put all this stuff on Switch. You know, this is all coming to Switch. And of course, you mentioned it before. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, that is also now finally coming to Switch. So there you go. It looks pretty decent. Although I don't know, it's graphically. Am I the only one that sees that it's taking a bit of a hit?
Careful, Major. The magnifying glasses are coming out.
Hey, man. If I'm being known as the League of Extraordinary Magnifying Gentlemen, I might as well do my job. It looks like it took a little bit of a hit for me. That's just for me. But that's it. I think that's all they showed. Yeah, that's it. So, Mr. Everborn Saga, I think you should, I really do think you should go back and watch the full thing, because it was all right. It wasn't bad. Again, for me, the star of the show was the first one, which is Orbitals. I really think Orbitals is worthy.
So what you're saying is it's all downhill from there.
I wouldn't say it's all downhill from here. Like, there are many different games for many different genres of people. I personally liked the Orbitals genre the best in all of the ones that they showed. There are games that look to be respectable and great games there. None of them were just excited me as much as Orbitals did. So for me, it'll be Orbitals that I'll most likely jump on. MJ says he sees the monocle already coming out. I need to go get a monocle now, because if y'all gonna do this, I gotta get the trench coat, really the monocle.
Interested in this new style of, we're giving you a 3D game, a 3D play area, but your character is going to be hand drawn 2D. We also saw this with Ruffy and the Riverside, which is a 3D platformer, but the character himself is like flat 2D. So it's a very interesting aesthetic, and I hope people do more of it.
Yeah, me too. I think it's great. I think we are in a world now where we can kind of combine genres, combine styles. We don't got to be 2D or 3D or pixel art or whatever. Like, you can kind of mix and match, right? Come up with very new, innovative ways of visualizing what your vision looks like, and this is fitting very well into that. But yeah, man, I think that's it. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else that anyone wants to bring up before we get out of here?
Other than Major being on your neck, he said K is the type of dude that will play on his Android handheld, a PC.
At 20
FPS and say it's amazing.
And say it's amazing. But he is wrong, because every time I've played on my handheld, and I usually put the performance indicators at the top, I'm usually well over 60. That's why I say it's amazing. So try again next time there, Major. The Odin 2 Portal plays the likes of, say, the game we were just looking at a few minutes ago, Silk Song, at over 70 frames. And if you unlock it, it goes over 100 and something. So yeah, it is what it is. Try again, sir. Anyway. But yeah, I think that's it, everyone. So there'll be no show next week, because we will be out there living life as we do, be living life. But if you are sad about that and you want more GCP goodness, I will ask you to join us on our Discord, discord.gg/TGCP. That is how you get in. You agree to the terms of service, and you're in there, and you're talking games with us. There are many different channels for all these different kind of conversations that we have.
Literally hundreds of hours.
Yes, sir.
Content and discussions in there every month. Like
every month. Yes.
I'm surprised we're not charging for it, but it is all free.
I know. We should be charging for it, but join us this week. I expect you'll be hearing more talk of movies and TV as they come out. I know that the statute of limitations on Fallout Season 2 has passed, so probably we might be getting a lot more talk about.
I haven't watched one episode yet. I was waiting for it to finish, and it just finished. So I gotta catch up on it.
Yeah, I need to do that. So there'll be talk there. I expect there also to be a lot more conversation about the SNES list. There's a lot of SNES talk going on right now. We have a huge spreadsheet that we've basically put all the SNES games on. At last glance, we have 92 games that are on the list that are vying for supremacy, and we're all gonna fight it out. We're gonna duke it out. Our GOAT list on the SNES side right now, and none of this is in stone. So if you think that some of it should be added or removed, join us and have this conversation. Our SNES GOAT list so far is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Chrono Trigger, Super Metroid, Super Mario World, Final Fantasy 3, Earthbound, Donkey Kong Country 2. Let's see, and yeah, we did Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, and Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So if you don't like any
of
that
he didn't mention Super Contra or TMNT, Turtles in Time.
You see. But that's the GOAT list. That's the GOAT list, because all the other games are now in the mix and they will be adjudicated and fought out. So I suspect that our the GCP top 10 should have some TMNT in it. If it doesn't, I will riot. I apologize. I will riot. Anyway, Day Reezy's asking, y'all watch Wonder Man yet? I think I'm on episode 5. That show is
I have not. It is also on my to watch list.
Bro, Yahya Abdul Mateen needs all the respect, all the awards. This show rather, excellent, from an acting perspective, from a real art of the craft stuff, right? And it just so happens that there's a superhero lore in the background. In the front of the show is nothing but comedy and acting, and like, really, you got to watch it, everyone. I want to hear your opinion. It's fantastic stuff. Anyway, I think that's it for us. Anything else we need to discuss before we get out of here? I think that might be it. Yeah, seems that way. All right. So for Mr. Everborn Saga and myself, it's been a great time having a great chat with y'all. You know what to do. Find us on that Discord. You can find us on all the various social platforms. But these days, we
might be in the Discord later today. You never know.
Indeed. I'm actually finishing up, and I'm gonna jump in the Discord and just shoot the stuff with those who are around. But yeah, that's it from us. Until next week. Well, actually, in 2 weeks from now, right? Happy Valentine's Day for those of you who know. We won't be here.
Go touch grass next week.
Go touch grass and
what rhymes with it.
or other things. But until then, peace.
Nice to be in orbit.